I just like to say for painters, they're exempt. And all tradesmen are exempt from walking under ladders.
Because you have to.
But yes, exactly. But if you're off the job, you're not exempt.
See, if that were me, I would have to walk under the ladder an even number of times.
No, yeah, that doesn't matter. But also, with that other guy, with the cat, it's after you hit the cat, you say, damn cat.
He said if a black cat crosses your path, say damn cat real fast, and you won't have bad luck. But you say it's right after you hit him.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Or kick him. Is kick good?
Well, kicking's good.
Okay.
I like you guys. Been listening for a long time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Chicago Ridge, Greg. Greg, you're on WLS.
Hey, Ro. Hey, Gary.
Hey.
Hey.
Good to have you back on the air, Gary.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know, but we had a little thing up on Lakeshore Drive when Playboy moved their offices. They had it was at 666 North Lakeshore Drive, and they had to change it to 669.
You thought he was going for the same thing I just said, but he fooled you.
No, that was good. Yeah, thanks very much.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You're ready to go. Gary just mentioned that, but then he throws a curveball at you.
Mark's on a car phone. Mark, you're on WLS.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey.
Good.
Oh, yeah, today's my birthday also.
And?
And I'm a cop. I was just telling my partner, I said, I'm probably going to get shot tonight.
Oh.
Were you born on Friday the 13th?
No, I don't believe so. I think I was born on a Wednesday. But, yeah, I got the same reaction from him when I told him. I said, that's right, I'll be standing away from you when they plug me, you know.
But so far, nothing bad has happened.
But you're not a cop in Gary, are you?
No, but on the other side of Chicago, Evanston.
All right.
Have you been on duty for a while?
Tonight? We started about 2:45.
Okay, nothing has happened yet. That's too bad.
I'm still here. I'm talking to you. But,
Well, you got to do now. If you're calling company time now, and it is your birthday, so happy birthday.
Oh, thanks a lot.
But let me just say, you got to do something official now since you're calling on company time.
Oh, I'm driving as I'm talking.
He's watching.
Well,
He's looking for crime.
Is there a traffic thing we should know about? Just give us something to make it official, so that in case they bust you for that, you can go, I was reporting a traffic incident.
That's it. That's exactly
Traffic's fine up there, isn't it?
Traffic is hectic as usual.
Okay, there you go. You're off the dime now, as they say. You're going to be just fine.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, if I don't call you tomorrow...
Have you got your vest on?
I'm sorry, what?
You have your vest on?
I got my vest on. We have to. We can't leave the station without them.
I wouldn't. I'd be in full armor.
Yeah.
In today's world.
Flak jacket and Kelp helmet.
Exactly. All right, Mark. Good luck.
Take care, Rose.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye.
WLS, dependable weather forecast, and back to your phone calls at 591-8900 on Superstitions, your strange little things that you do, superstitious-wise, and is it because it's Friday the 13th to drive you kind of nutty?
Tomorrow, partly sunny in the mid-60s. It's in the 60s right now, and this is Ted for Lonnie. Lonnie will check in with us before 6.
We're hoping.
To see
Although
what's
he may
going
be so
on.
drunk he can't even... He was drunk when he called us at 3.
He's judging a beauty contest in Champaign, and it's very weird. It has 2-year-olds in it. That's all we're going to say. Here's Ted.
Entertaining talk for smart people. WLS. Talk Radio 890 AM.
Superstitions like, if you do the wrong thing, you might go blind, which, of course, didn't work out too well for Stevie Wonder. Apparently a lot of self-pleasuring when he was a child.
That's what we were told.
All right, back we go to the phone calls at 591. What are you looking at? 8900.
Stevie Wonder.
His first hit was Fingertips. Believe he was sighted then.
If you want to do a Stevie Wonder hunk, go ahead. We've got calls here.
Peoria, Corey, you're on WLS.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good.
Just some weird little info. My grandma was born on Friday the 13th, and then my dad was born on Friday the 13th, and it just so happens I was born on Thursday the 12th. So it just worked out kind of weird for me.
You mean you got close, but
Yep.
has bad stuff happened to both of them a lot?
No, actually, I mean, it comes from kind of a bad family background, and then, as of, my generation, it turned out pretty well. It just seemed pretty weird that both my grandma and my dad was born on Friday the 13th.
And you got close.
Yep.
None of the other kids, no. Do they have this running joke in the family about it?
No, actually, man, I haven't heard really much about it. I don't even know if very many people even put it together or talked about it or anything like that.
They probably keep it real mum during the family get-togethers. Don't mention anything.
Yeah, really.
Is there anything in the back of your father's head you should know about? Like he shaved his head.
No, not that I know, man. That's when he goes bald and I'll see it or something.
You might want to check it out, Corey.
Well, your grandmother might already be bald. Take a look at her.
Yeah, that's true.
Her scalp.
Thanks very much.
Yeah,
you know how old people lose their hair.
All right, do a little hunk on that now, why don't you?
I will.
Bloomington, Dave.
Yeah, you know that pyramid you're talking about on the dollar bill?
Yeah.
That's a sign of the Freemasons.
It's freaky, very freaky.
You've heard all those conspiracy
Yeah.
theories that they're all up in arms about the Illuminati,
Right.
and a lot of them throw the Freemasons in there with one of the groups that are trying to control the world.
The Freemasons, the Illuminati, the Bilderbergs, the Federal Reserve System.
Mm-hmm.
I've done it all. I know all the conspiracies. The Trilateral Commission.
Yeah, that's one of them. Hey, to what extent would you try to stay lucky in war? Would you stuff a head in your backpack for like weeks at a time?
I know Gary did
Did
when
you
he
see
was
that
in
stuff a
when he
head?
was in country.
What are you talking about?
And Dead President? Did you see that movie?
No.
Oh my God!
Was that good?
Oh, you got to see that.
I've heard people have told me.
Freak out on the Vietnam scenes.
People have told me that's a very cool movie.
Yeah. Well, I totally disagreed with the point of view, but I mean it's still very entertaining.
Yeah. Okay.
Stuff a head in a
Every
backpack.
time you use the dollar bill, just think about what you're contributing to.
Yeah. Right. To the one worlders.
Either that or that new electronic mail they're going to come out with. That'll really freak out the religious people.
You know, I used to call the Trilateral Commission on the show. They have an answering machine,
Mm-hmm.
and when after business hours, hello, you've reached the Trilateral Commission. And I can't imagine the kind of freaky stuff that people leave on their answering machine.
That would be an album. They should release that as a CD.
Well, of course, the only way you can get into the real database is to use that number that Satan hands out to everybody. Remember that Bible prophecy where everyone's going to be given a number?
Right.
Yeah. So you weren't really...
Because he's so busy, you have to take a number?
And only Henry Kissinger has the number, as
Right.
it turns out.
Lucifer's very busy, so take a number. He'll get right with you.
Thanks. Harry is on a car phone. Hi, Harry.
Hi, how you guys doing?
Hey.
Good.
I just want to say, I used to wonder how, back in Salem during the witch hunts, that how people bought that stuff and they went for all that. But you know what? You look around in this day and age, people will believe anything. I think it's absolutely...
Not true.
I think it's absolutely pathetic. Sure, as is evidenced by all the people calling in, with, of course, the exception of myself.
Because you don't believe any of this.
No.
Now, why do these
It's
buildings...
absolute nonsense. Come on.
Wait a minute. Why do these buildings not have 13th floors?
Right.
Because they're idiots. That's why. Because there's trichodascophobiacs out there, which means fear of the number 13 for your information. Anyway.
Yeah, we already
But
covered
a good
that.
number of people are afraid of 13. That's why they do it.
Well,
so
they must make it right then.
doesn't make...
1 billion Chinese can't be all wrong.
I'm just saying, isn't it amazing that legitimate business people buy into it?
Yes, it is amazing. I think it's a sad commentary on our times. I think it's an element of mysticism that has crept into our society despite science and technology.
This guy's going to have a head-on right when he gets off the phone with us. I can feel it.
I had that same
What
feeling.
did I tell you?
Did you really?
Yeah, that he was going to have a head-on while he's talking to us.
I don't think so.
All right.
Well, you're still talking to us.
Well,
Well, keep talking to us for a while.
maybe I'll have one.
We're going to come check in with you a little bit later.
All right.
We're just hedging our bet.
As soon as I have the accident, I'll let you
Where
Yeah.
are you right now?
I am at the corner of 59 and 68.
59
Sounds
and
like a fun place
68.
to be, doesn't
Nowhere
it?
near downtown. Nowhere near Delaware.
All right, is that in Chicago?
Yes, it is.
And Ted for Lonnie can keep an eye on that quadrant for a while.
Right. We're not on Delaware. We're on
No,
State
it's
Street.
not, right now it's not Chicago. No, I know. You guys are downtown.
Yeah, we're on State Street, right at the urine capital of the world. Thank you very much.
Hey, bye, all. Thank
All right.
you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
He's not buying any of it. As soon as he hung up, I just felt
I know. Me
like
too.
his wheels
Kaboom.
were squealing. Yeah.
Hello.
Hollis is on a car phone. Hello, Hollis.
Did you know that actually in real life, Greg Brady did wipe out in Hawaii? It wasn't just part of the plot.
Seriously?
Yeah, and they decided to keep it. So
And was it related to him taking some tiki god?
it had to have been.
Well, the plot. He was working on the plot, and they were messing with the tiki god.
Well, he was, I guess he was a big surfer. So when the whole clan went out to Hawaii, he was surfing, and he actually wiped out, but they had it on camera. And they had a debate over whether or not they should show it on TV, because they thought it might be too,
To voodoo?
yeah, or and too harsh for...
Like that whole show wasn't voodoo.
Right.
Come on.
So
Alice never had a coming out party like Ellen DeGeneres. Yeah, go ahead.
maybe she should have.
Yeah. I never bought that Sam the Butcher routine. Never bought it.
So,
By the way, in that Hawaii thing, when they went to Hawaii, when the Brady Bunch went to Hawaii, they had to fit them all into one station wagon. Remember this? They had to have one station wagon to fit the whole family into when they drove around the island.
and it was olive green.
And it was one of those station wagons, instead of having 4 doors, it had 6 doors. It had the extra, third door. It was the strangest looking thing ever. It just sticks out in my mind. I'm thinking, with all the money that Sherwood Schwartz made off that show, they could have afforded 2 different cars to ferry the Bradys around in.
He kept all the money.
Don't use the word ferry very much.
I had a ghost experience in Hawaii, too. I'm telling you, that's out there.
Well, your plane almost crashed going to Hawaii.
Well, we had our life jackets on. Our life
I'm never
preservers,
going to Hawaii with you. That's the plan. This show never goes to Hawaii.
But the hotel that I was staying in was built over a burial ground, which a lot of them are now because they're taking all the land. And I had this incident where this rush of cold air made me turn around one day in my bathroom as I'm washing my hands because it was weird. I just felt weird.
Now, Hollis, thanks very much for the call.
Okay.
It is Friday the 13th. You know it's Friday the 13th because Paul Bryant is joining us on the phone line.
Well, there's your bad luck personified.
Hello, Paul.
And you sound fantastic.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Listen, the 666 thing and the superstitions are nothing. In Hong Kong, they built their buildings so that the dragons can enter and exit the city properly.
Is that part of the feng shui?
Is it what?
Feng shui.
No, it's part of the poo-poo platter.
He's just pulling our leg here.
Yes, they do. The architects there have to put the buildings in certain areas so that the dragons can come in and out of the town properly.
Yeah, the Chinese are very much into the whole mysticism, feng shui, which is putting things in the right order to get the maximum energy.
Feng shui means wind and water, right? See
this?
Now he's breaking up.
He's the devil. Paul Bryant is the devil. Listen, the devil's got him. Fantastic. His phone started on fire there. I often think that he is the devil. Fantastic.
Traffic, weather, WLS News. We'll come back to your phone calls at 591-8900. You give in to all this.
Can 1.5 billion Chinese be wrong? And I found out later, to finish my story about Hawaii, that the people that work at the hotel who are native Hawaiians will not go into the rooms in that wing of the hotel alone because they know that it was built over a burial ground and have had things happen. The ghosts were friendly.
What?
I guess stuff moves around and this and that. They're just freaked out because they knew that. And this is before I knew that. I had this weird experience, and I didn't even know that until later.
So do you believe in this stuff now?
I don't know. I kind of believe in some of it.
You can admit
I don't know,
it.
some of it. I don't know. Can't explain everything.
I wouldn't live on a 13th floor of a building. I just wouldn't. Just wouldn't. If a building has enough floors, I'm not going to... I'll just decide not to. That would be it. I mean, I don't want anything with 13 in the address either. All right, traffic, weather, WLS News, and then we'll come back to your phone calls on Superstition.
Jim has been conspicuous by his silence.
Yeah, with Jim Johnson.
He
What's
must
wrong
have
with
had
you?
some very weird stuff happen.
No, I'm not superstitious.
You're just not participating in this discussion.
And
he's lubed.
And it's after 5.
Not
Oh,
lubed.
I'm sorry, it's 5:30.
I don't drink at work, but I will get out the Carnival wagon tonight.
And that's what he's thinking of.
Oh, come on.
The 13-drink salute. Jimmy, what do you got for us?
Governor Edgar says this sounds interesting. Mayor Daley today unveiled a plan for a retractable dome on Soldier Field in hopes of keeping the Bears there. Will we know for sure? Well, the word is Saddam is going to back off on his threat to shoot down U.S. warplanes over his country. Russia may have urged him to cool it. We're still sending the big guns over there just in case. Mayor of Gary declaring a state of emergency in the wake of several gang shootings down there. Plans to turn Meigs Field into a park still being argued about in court. No new developments on that today. WLS market final. The stock market blasted through the 5,800 level today. It was a record close in heavy trading. Dow Industrials gained 66.5 points, 491 million shares traded. And finally, not a good day to be a thief. A man was crushed to death. Police say he was trying to steal a 600-pound safe from a real estate and insurance company office in Huntington, New York. When he dropped it on himself, crushed him to death. Let's check on WLS. Oh, incidentally, the Cubs beat the Phillies this afternoon 4-2. Let's check on WLS traffic here.